Howdy folks, this is Checkers, and this is a Skyrim Bedtime story. The character before us is an Argonian named, conveniently, Two-Handed Sleepbringer, although the character is many years old at this point. But I thought we would join Two-Handed Sleepbringer and take a quiet walk through the night of Skyrim. I know that many viewers watch my videos before bedtime, as they can be relaxing, so I thought we would make a video dedicated only to relaxing before bedtime. Something to help you wind down at the end of your day. So we'll join Two-Handed Sleepbringer and take a walk through a Skyrim night. We'll let the river rush by our side and walk down the stone path, enjoying the feel of the stone beneath our feet and the beauty of the Skyrim night. The stars wear the clouds like a veil, peeking through, sharing their light, enough to let us see as far as we want. Flowers and trees line the path, just a nice quiet border, filled with beauty and life, and the scent of pine. Now, our Argonian friend doesn't really have any purpose, any place he needs to be, anything he really needs to do. It's just a quiet night for a quiet walk. The river rushes alongside, sighing over the rocks, flowing down over the falls with salmon jumping up, trying to make their way to a better place. The river flows on into the distance, and on the opposite bank an elk stands vigil over the grass. Skyrim is a beautiful place. Sometimes things can come along to interrupt your journey, but an experienced wanderer like Two-Handed Sleepbringer has everything he needs to deal with the occasional bump in the road, should the need arise. 1, 2, and on we go. Two-Handed Sleepbringer continues his walk, and two wolves wrap themselves in eternal slumber. The river flows. The elk looks over his domain, and we follow the path wherever it leads. Leaves and seeds flutter down from the trees. Life moving on, continuing, starting anew. The mountains rise in the distance, wreathed in mist. Cloaked in snow, rising majestic above the land. Sleepbringer spots a nirnroot on the opposite side of the river, glowing in the night, chiming out its shimmering note as seeds flutter out over the river. Life lines the bank. Flowers and ferns, trees, bushes. And there in the distance, the town of Riverwood. Smoke rises from the fires. Mist rises from the watermill, the wheel turning, ever turning, even though no work is being done. The guards walk their patrols, and the town slumbers in the night. And our lone wandering Argonian slowly moves closer to Riverwood. A welcoming campfire and 2 bedrolls wait just outside the town, but Two-Handed Sleepbringer continues his walk. He watches as a chicken crosses the road, and the blacksmith's forge launches sparks into the night. The town is quiet save for crickets and the breeze and the song of Skyrim. An occasional soul walks through the night, heading home, heading out.
Feindal thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius away from me. She's already... I keep telling him.
And yet our Argonian moves on. The trees brush his armor. The stone walls of Riverwood, ancient, locked in place for so long, holding up, come what may. There in the path, a tiny bee still awake, wings glimmering in the moonlight, hovers, waiting for the next flower. Our Argonian friend moves along through the clover and the night and finds the bridge out of Riverwood. Looking back across the bridge, Sleepbringer looks at the slumbering Riverwood. Mist from the watermill rising into the night. Guards with torches walking along their paths. The town dreaming its dreams. Dreaming its dreams. Sleepbringer moves along, crossing the bridge, listening to the water move beneath him. A flock of birds takes flight, flying off into the night. Crickets sing their hearts songs, and flowers continue to line the bank of the river. In the distance, an elk walks along the same path as Sleepbringer. He walks down to the river, to the waters of life. The chorus of crickets sings as seeds fall from the sky, and the stars glimmer like diamonds on the black velvet throat of night. And the elk returns and spots our friend and runs into the distance. Unfortunately for the elk, a troll happens to be along the other side of the bank. Still a long way away. It is a beautiful night, and seeds just flutter down with vegetative ecstasy looking for that one place in the soil that will bring them life. The river runs, the wind flows, and we walk through the night. And another wolf goes to sleep. The path turns and twists, the stones ever patient, waiting for the next traveler to come by. And there, more falls, water rushing over, mist rising into the sky, climbing the nearby mountains, yearning for the mist above. It's quiet here. The river further behind. The trees standing vigil in their years. Even the wind is quiet here. Quiet. Only the sounds of our steps as we walk into the night. The stars gleam. The chorus of crickets rise. And we walk. There in the distance, Whiterun rises on its hill. The citizens sleeping. Very few lights on. All dreaming of another day in Skyrim. Another day in beauty. The night moves on, and so do we. Embraced by the sounds of Skyrim. Peaceful, quiet, welcoming. We follow the river, and the river follows us. One last bump in the night. The river flows over the land, just as our feet flow over the rocks. And here we find ourselves at the end of our path. A quiet look at Whiterun. The river flowing behind us. The future and our dreams ahead. Good night, my friends. The end.